So, just taking a quick look at a, well, new-ish bike to me. I've probably had this a couple of months now. It's a Titus Silk Road. See that? Let's say I bought it second-hand off a guy. Been looking for one of these for a while now. So where do we start? Drivetrain. GX, 12-speed. I have to admit, I really like the shifting on this. And after talking to someone in a bike shop, they said they prefer I would say I'm a Shimano type of guy, pretty much a Shimano on everything. But got this, and apart from it's a 170mm crank, which I don't like, prefer 175, just get a bit more crank on it. Yeah, it shifts really nice and quick and crisp, so really like that. Put a stainless steel tubeless back rack on it, what I got off another bike, kind of matches. It came with a carbon seat post, couldn't get the thing tight enough. It kept slipping. I put paste on it, grip paste, just wouldn't go when you're coming across, fields and God knows what else. So bought that off AliExpress. Seems pretty good up to now. Doesn't look like it's budged. What else? Tyres was pretty much, it's tubeless. Carbon fork with the eyelets. I've put obviously the red bits in it. Top tube, yeah, there's bosses for that. Put the air guns on it. I've put the XT ID spare, so I've put the XTs on them. Can't remember what the other. They come with SRAM brakes, but they was terrible. I stripped them twice. Took them off the bike. Took the discs. Took the pads out. Cleaned the pads. Heated the pads up to burn any oil or anything off it. Bedded them in like I do all the other bikes, and they was junk. Didn't rate them at all. So, like I say, I had these spares, so dropped these on it. Upsweep handlebars a bit. It come with carbon bars, really wide but flat, and I'm getting a bit older now and I need a bit of sweep and a bit of height. So yeah, that's the Cockpit, 30-degree stem, yeah, again just to get it up raised a bit more. Nuke proof Horizon pedals, that was on another bike. The Brooks B17, I still think this is probably one of the best seats you can buy once you get them settled in. And like I've said to a couple of people now, people complain about them. And I didn't know. I've got two of these. And what I do now, I wet these down. Not soaking wet, but I get them wet or damp. Stay away from the rivets, wet them down on the inside and outside, go for a ride. And it just seems to take the shape of your backside on so much quicker. People say, I've done 2,000 miles on one of these and it's still like a razor blade. And people say a bit, the time. My theory, and I've got nothing to back this up, but I think if you're doing about 5,000 miles on a bike before you break one of these in, you're probably coming up against some rain. And these are probably getting wet. And that is what's helping you to break them in. I've done it with old boots. I used to soak old boots, brand new boots, should I say, in water. But there we go. Going off on a tangent. The rack from tubeless Titan that never got made, which was a shame. Would have been nice to have had that. What else? I think that's pretty much it, actually. Oh, carbon wheels. It came with carbon wheels. Even though they're light and you can feel the difference, I think they've got a 27mm internal on them. They're unbranded, but yeah, they're they're light, and you do notice how light they are when you spin it or going up a hill or anything like that. But I don't really have any confidence in them, you know, to put some, because this is supposed to be a backpacking bike, bikepacking bike, and you know, which you load up. And at the minute, I don't think they're the right wheels. In fact, I know they're not the right wheels for what I want. So I'm looking for some DT Swiss or some Hope Fortis to drop on this, but there's not a lot of work around at the minute for me. So trying to watch the budget a little bit. You know, dropping even a second-hand pair, you're looking at sort of £300-400 for a second-hand pair. So at the minute, we'll just have to wait and see if anything comes up. I do keep an eye out. But there we go. And I've just done a review on my new bikepacking tent, if anybody wants to have a look at that. Cheers.